In today's video, I'm going to show you why Bitcoin is looking bullish right here, which charts are confirming it, and which levels I'm watching in the Bitcoin price. But before we are jumping into the content, it's tremendously important, guys, that every single one of you scrolls below this video and smash up that like button. Okay, in yesterday's video I have been talking about Bitcoin breaking out to the upside with a trade setup. I personally took that trade, which right now is roughly 10% in the profit right here. Bitcoin broke out, had a quite clear retest, and right now is surpassing this high again, which means that this looks like a valid breakout. We did had quite of a sell-off once we touched that top of this resistance right here, so I want to have a talk about that. But so far things are actually looking good, because also when we have a look at this chart, and I've been talking about this chart as well as a confirmation for the trade that we are doing right here, is that this chart needs to break out to the downside. So we have a downtrend, we have consolidation, rejection from the 4-hour EMA ribbon, breakout to the downside. This is the confirmation of that Bitcoin price action continues to go up. So whenever this one would turn around, that would invalidate the bullish scenario of Bitcoin. But so far we are seeing a breakdown on the relative strength index, breakdown on the MACD, which is confirming this trade. So what to watch with Bitcoin, guys? Well, I said in the previous videos that the target for me of Bitcoin is roughly $32,000, but it is a little bit more complicated than that, because I want to share a couple of things with you. First of all, if you took this trade with me and you are in the profit right now, smash up the like buttons for more potential upside on Bitcoin. No, but we entered roughly right here, and what you could do right now, you could set, for example, a stop loss slightly above your entry, which means that if we do roll over, you're at least not in a loss. But I have to say that I'm personally quite bullish on Bitcoin, but there are some things I actually want to consider. So first of all, we measured the target of this triangle formation, which will be at $32,000. But if we were to go to $32,000, it would make sense to get a higher move to the upside, as we have some massive resistance right here. Let me show you guys with the trend line. We have some massive resistance right here. So if we were to go to 32, it looks like we break above that resistance, which would make sense that we could also get a higher push in the Bitcoin price, right? Another thing I want to note is that this doesn't necessarily have to be this triangle formation. We also could form, for example, a ascending triangle, which is looking something like this, where we have a uptrending support and we have a horizontal resistance. So far, we already saw a reaction from that resistance, which means that we could do something like this, where we just put in higher lows but get rejected from that horizontal resistance, and eventually, most likely, break out to the upside, as this is a bullish pattern. Then if you would have a stop loss right here, you will get stopped out while still looking bullish, but you could always re-enter at the support, right? And invalidate whenever we are breaking down, because that is of course an invalidation. You always have to have a invalidation. Another possibility is that we do something like this, that we have a parallel channel where we also come up, and this already looks quite significant because the middle of the channel is being respected quite crazy. It looks like we are trying to break that middle of the channel, which would increase the likelihood for Bitcoin to come to these higher levels. But guys, these are all things you want to think about, because the consolidation in the price of Bitcoin right now, it is not 100% certain that this is a triangle formation. We just play it that way to be in a position because we think that Bitcoin is looking bullish. So guys, this is what I'm watching right now on the Bitcoin price. I hope you took this trade with me, as it is right now in the profit, and you can make it a risk-free trade basically by setting a stop loss above your entry. Make sure to watch this chart as well, the stablecoin dominance, because this will be so important, and no one is looking at this chart. So this really will give you an edge against other traders, because I've mentioned it multiple times, but once we are coming down right here, we got to be really careful, because we might get a correction in Bitcoin, we might get a start of a massive bull run, but this chart will verify that. And if you don't know it, if you don't look at this chart, you wouldn't know basically what the scenario is going to be. If you like to trade Bitcoin, I would highly recommend to use Bitget, one of the best exchanges right now, as it has a very high trading volume without any KYC. And if you join with the affiliate link down below this video, you will get a 10% cashback on your first deposit, but you will also get access to WhaleAlerts, which is the private Telegram channel where we actually shared this trading idea already before we've shared it over on the YouTube channel. So guys, if you are interested in that, you can find more in the links down below. I want to thank you all for watching from the bottom of my heart. If you like this video, make sure to leave a thumbs up. If you are new, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon. Guys, I wish you a beautiful day and I hope to see every single one of you in the next video.